Hello and welcome to Business Arena on TVP World. I'm your host, Marie Cato. Join me for the latest business headlines of the day. Baltica 2, Poland's first large-scale offshore wind farm project, has been officially launched, marking a turning point for both energy security and economic growth. TVP World's Aleksandra Marchewicz was at the signing ceremony in Warsaw and has more.
We are at a signing ceremony marking an official launch of Poland's offshore wind farm in the Baltic Sea. It is a historic investment spanning 190 square kilometers of sea territory. It is a joint effort between Poland's PGE and Denmark's Ørsted that will start producing power in 2027. Mind you, this investment will provide clean electricity for 2.5 million Polish households. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk emphasized the importance of this alliance between the two countries.
In many aspects, Denmark is becoming one of Poland's closest partners. Our cooperation is exemplary, a model for many other European Union countries.
The most important keywords from this conference were clean energy security, lower prices and cleaner power supply. And these are the most important for Polish consumers. We also spoke with Ørsted representatives, asking them about what Poland can learn from Denmark's energy transition.
I think we can learn a lot from each other. No doubt about it. You are right that Denmark has been the front runner for offshore wind. We started more than 30 years ago. So of course we have learnings to share. And that is where a partnership between PG and Ørsted makes so much sense.
This 30 billion zloty investment will feature one of the largest turbines in the world. Now, it is part of Poland's long-term goal to generate 18 gigawatts from offshore by 2040, which is an equivalent of 4 nuclear plants. It is a major milestone for Poland for cleaner energy, and it still needs more supplies. From Warsaw for TVP World, Aleksandra Marchewicz.
2024 was an economic roller coaster right up until the final day, prompting analysts to continuously adjust their projections. However, today, Statistics Poland put an end to speculation and even delivered an unexpected positive surprise.
The numbers for 2024 are in. Preliminary estimates put Polish year-on-year GDP growth at 2.9%. Is this cause for celebration?
Yes, in fact, I could say we are one of the stars in the European Union.
Yes, obviously, it's above basically all forecasts, 0.1 or 0.2 percentage points above market consensus.
Poland has been consistently outperforming the EU average, and last year we were a full 2 percentage points ahead. Among its peers in Central and Eastern Europe, only Croatia posted better growth. Other countries in the region remained sluggish, in line with the rest of Europe and Germany in particular. Unfortunately, Poland was not immune to the general slowdown in investments across Europe.
If you look at the breakdown, it's clear that the thing that drove GDP growth this year was consumption, both private and public.
This year's growth in consumption was spurred on mainly by a big increase in real household income in 2024 due to strong wage growth, as well as certain one-off transfers like the hike in child allowances.
It's a good achievement this year, despite the fact that we have a slowdown in Germany, which is our main trading partner.
Moving into 2025, we'll see wage growth slow down slightly, but consumption should hold near current levels. We will, however, see a very sizable increase in investment, as Poland's expecting a torrent in EU recovery funds.
We are actually a bit even more optimistic than consensus. For us, there's a good chance that Polish economy will grow by 4% this year.
This is in line with Polish government projections of 3.9%. The IMF, on the other hand, has a much more conservative outlook, predicting growth for Poland in 2025 at 3.5%.
2.9%. This is the figure economists and analysts have been waiting for longer than you might think. We can now take a step back and conclusively assess Poland's economic growth over the course of 2024 and against the backdrop of European and regional growth. Stay with us for the bottom line to hear a more detailed breakdown of why Poland's economy is believed to be doing pretty well. The European Commission wants to impose tariffs on Russian and Belarusian fertilizers, as well as certain food products. The move comes after months of intense calls from the EU's chemical industry, which has been squeezed by cheap competition from the East.
Cheap Russian fertilizer flooding the EU market is causing European chemical companies quite the headache. That's why, in a bid to alleviate the pressure, the European Commission has decided to slap tariffs on the imports. But according to Deputy President of the Board of Grupa Azoty, it's too little too late.
And in our opinion, this is justified and logical. But also at the same time, we need to say it's too conservative and very delayed. The sector where we work, it's in the bad condition, with still binding and ambitious decarbonization expectation from the European authorities.
To make matters worse, the current proposal from the Commission is lower than the 30% the industry was calling for and doesn't address concerns regarding high CO2 emission costs. But not all hope is lost. Kamola expects Brussels to come forward in the first quarter with a review of decarbonisation and Green Deal policies.
They like to come to more clean industry with more proposals how to help handle for the industry to achieve the ambitious targets. So we are expecting good solutions and proposals from the Commission.
Cheap fertilizer is in high demand with Polish farmers who have been squeezed by rising costs. However, according to industry experts, resulting to Russian products is not the only way forward.
We have ports, we have a lot of connections to other markets. So, of course, Russia is a really big producer, but it's not just the one producer in the world. We can import from any other places, even from Canada, even from US, even from some other places, but not to be dependent on them.
The European Commission also wants to make imports of Russian food in the EU harder. However, it remains to be seen whether the lifeline thrown by Brussels to the chemical industry works out.
And that's all for our business news updates today. For more business stories, check out tvpworld.com.